guys, today I'm going to do the Crazy Cloth Diaper Lady tag, and I was tagged by my friend Emily from Matt and M. I'm going to go ahead and link down below her Crazy Cloth Diaper Lady tag, but I'm also going to link down below one of her diaper reviews because she has a few diaper reviews up, and I think that's a really good way to get introduced to her if you guys are really interested in buying cloth diapers, because she just does really thorough, good reviews, and they're like very honest, like I said, very thorough, like an overview of a few different brands. And I think she intends to keep doing them in the future, you know, when it seems like it's appropriate. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump on into the tag. So the first question is, how long have you been cloth diapering and with how many kids? So I only have one daughter, and she is currently a nearly 15-month-old toddler. So I've only cloth diapered with one, and we've been cloth diapering with her since birth. Number two, did you always know you would cloth diaper, or how did you get started? So I haven't known like my whole life that I would cloth diaper. I didn't even know cloth diapering was still something that existed growing up, but definitely you know, just before getting pregnant, like when I knew I wanted kids. By the time I knew I wanted kids, yes, actually, I did know I would always cloth diaper. Or I wouldn't say by the time I knew I wanted kids, by the time I was ready to have kids. And definitely the entire time, like I was pregnant with Riley, I knew that I would cloth diaper. Number three, what styles of diapers have you tried? Flats, pre-folds, fitteds, pockets, all-in-ones, all-in-twos, etc. So I'm not super well versed in the specific names of types of cloth diapers, but I do know I definitely was doing pre-folds with Riley when she was a baby, along with what I believe are all-in-twos. I get a little confused with all-in-ones and all-in-twos versus like fitteds, like pockets, like they all get confusing to me. But anyway, when she was a newborn, I really loved pre-folds. Those were my like favorite way to cloth diaper her. But when we were going out and about into the world, it was definitely a little bit easier to use a shaped like fitted nappy. So like at that point I would use what I believe is called an all-in-two. This is actually what I would use on her. So these fit her from when she was not a newborn, but from like when she was very, very young. Like definitely when she, well, they did fit her as a newborn, but I mean like they didn't fit her like, let's say like the first week or two of her life. But I believe this would be called an all-in-two, but you guys correct me if I'm wrong. It's basically just a shell, and it's got some bits that you can snap in. I believe with an all-in-one, it would just be a one piece that you don't have to like mess around with any snaps or anything, but I'm not really sure, like I said. So that's what I did when she was a newborn, and now I prefer, it's funny, I don't like pre-folds at all anymore because I have a toddler. She's crazy. She does not sit still long enough for me to put a pre-fold on her and then a cover. So now I use I don't know if they would be considered pockets or all-in-ones, or if it's a blend of a pocket and an all-in-one, but basically this Bambino Mio, it has a pocket, like it has a pocket, but it's all in one piece, and then you can buy extra pieces to stuff inside if you want to bulk it up. So I've tried that. Like I said, I don't really know the difference between all these types. I do have like different types of diapers, but I don't know what styles they are. And I've just preferred different ones at different times. What styles or brands do you currently use the most? So I kind of started to answer that. So I said now I don't use pre-folds anymore. This is definitely, the Bambino Mio is definitely the one that I prefer to use the most right now. Just because it fits my daughter really well. I don't really get leaks with it, and it's what I have. That being said, I definitely don't use it the most because I use my full nappy collection pretty evenly. I don't not use specific nappies, although I am going to talk about that a little bit coming up. Do you need a rainbow, or are there certain colors you tend to buy? I don't need a rainbow, but I'm not picky so much with what colors I get. What I am picky about is prints. I'm not really a print person. There's like loads of prints that I absolutely just like don't think belongs on a diaper. I don't mean doesn't belong, that's not right. It's just not my preference. Like, I prefer solid diapers over prints. I just find prints are distracting. I mean, it's a diaper. Maybe it's because I live in England and it's not really nice enough out ever for her to go out with like just her diaper on. She's always going to have clothes on. Actually, it's not even temperature wise, because honestly, like whenever I visit my parents in the US, like I've been there in the summer when it's hot, like I still always put clothes on her if we go out. Yeah, so prints on diapers, like I just prefer solids. But are there certain colors I tend to buy? Yes and no. If there's different colors available from a brand, my pattern was always that I would just buy like every color, unless there was like a specific color that I like really thought looked ugly. The only color that I specifically buy more of is white. So a lot of times if something comes in like I have a brand that's like in blue, green, pink, and then in white, and I bought one of each color, but I bought I think 3 of the whites. So next question, show us your favorite solid diaper. Show us your favorite solid color diaper, or 2 or 3. I would show you my favorite solid color diaper, except my daughter is currently wearing it. This is the problem with cloth nappies. You've always got dirty ones, so I have dirty ones that are in the washing machine that I'm obviously not going to show. And then everything else that I'm showing right now is wet. I do have dry ones, but obviously the ones that I use the most are the ones that are going to be dirty or wet, because they're like washed and drying, or they're in the machine ready to be washed. So my favorite diaper, I need to stay on topic here, is it is a Bambino Mio, so it's the same as this, but it's in a lavender color, and I will try my best to remember to take a picture of her when she comes in, because she's out on a walk right now with my husband, which is how I'm able to film this. But I'll try and remember to take a picture of her and insert it so you can see the nappy. Show us your favorite print diaper, or 2 or 3. So like I said earlier, I don't really like print diapers too much, but I do have a few. So this is my favorite. It's this same brand, Bambino Mio. I do have other brands though, but this is my favorite print. It's, I don't know if you guys can see, it's got bees on it. I love the blue with the yellow, and I love the geometric honeycomb kind of a style in the background behind the bees. So that is definitely my favorite one. How often do you wash? I wash, I switch back and forth. So definitely when she was a newborn, I always washed every day. But now most of the time I wash every other day, but sometimes I do wash every day, because I'm not, like I said, like with the whole crazy cloth diaper lady thing, like I am a crazy cloth diaper lady in the sense that I really believe in cloth diapering. But I don't like have like a crazy big stash, which I think they ask later. So I do have to wash quite often. Plus we line dry, we don't tumble dry. So it takes a while for my nappies to dry. It takes like a full day for them to dry. So I have to constantly wash them, which is honestly, it's not a problem, because I have so much other laundry anyways that I wouldn't be able to do laundry less often, even if I wasn't cloth nappying. Like before I even had Riley, I was still doing laundry every other day. So I mean, just the addition of her clothes would probably have me doing it every day, even if I was using disposable nappies. What's your worst poopy diaper story? I honestly don't have any like real horror stories with her poops. The worst thing that ever happened to me with her poop was when she was younger. She was like maybe like a month old, and basically it was the very first time she had like an explosive, an explosive poo that wasn't in her nappy when she was wearing it. So she was on the changing table having a little bit of diaper free time, and she had an explosive poo. So instead of just going, I always kept a pre-fold underneath her to catch her poo if she happened to poo or wee while she was in diaper free time. But this was an explosive one, and it just shot across the room and ended up like making a line on the carpet that like nearly went to the wall. So if she had just a little bit more oomph in her, it would have hit the wall. But luckily it didn't get that far. But then obviously cleaning up baby poo from white carpets, that wasn't fun. But honestly, like, that was the worst thing that ever happened, and that was when she was like a newborn. Like, we've not had like any like horrible poopy explosive nappies. I've never ever, not even once, had her have her, like, I hear people talk about like poop going like up their babies' backs and stuff, and like throwing away outfits because there's so much poop on them and them not wanting to deal with it. Like, I've never had anything like that happen, so maybe I'm lucky. But yeah, I've never had like a horror story. Is your stash set, or is it a revolving door? Yes, my stash is set, and it's never really been a revolving door with the exception of, I don't use the pre-folds anymore, but the pre-folds that I had anyway were sized for her when she was younger. So if I wanted to keep using pre-folds, I would need to be using bigger ones now anyway. How many diapers do you have in rotation? So not counting my pre-folds, because obviously those are all up in storage, plus it's saying in rotation, so that would be using now. I'm pretty sure it's 22 diapers, because I remember I had to count it before for something else. I might be off by like 1 diaper or 2 in either direction, but I think I have 22. Show us what you use for overnight. So what I use overnight are actually, once again, these Bambino Mio nappies, along with a Bambino Mio insert and a Close Parent nighttime booster as well. So that would be like basically 3 inserts, because this one has one attached to it. That being said, I haven't been using it lately for Riley overnight because she's been really difficult to get to sleep. So I've actually been putting her in paper nappies. So basically because a paper nappy is just more absorbent. And because it's taking her so long to get to sleep, I never really know when she's going to fall asleep. And this will work for her all night long without any issues. But if she's in it for like more than an hour, basically if she wheezes before she falls asleep, she has a chance of like just completely soaking it. She hasn't actually ever wet the bed in it, but I'm so paranoid about it happening that I don't even want to go there. So I've been putting her in paper. I know it's just an excuse because it's easier. Like, at the end of the day, I'm putting her in a disposable nappy at nighttime because it's easier. Do you have any tips for beginners? My only tip for beginners is don't overbuy any one type of nappy before you have a baby. Like, or even if you're just starting with your own, like you already have a baby but you're starting out, don't go out and just buy like a whole, like a lot of brands, sorry, I keep going back. A lot of brands sell like bulk boxes or something like that, and like it's a really good deal price-wise compared to their singles. But I really recommend just like buying a bunch of different ones, even ones that you think you might not like, because you'll find that, you know, what you think might be the best doesn't always work for you or your baby. There's all these different things that could occur. So like, you don't really want to put all your money into one type of diaper to start. I would definitely just recommend, like, when you're starting, just get like one or two of each type. Try them out. If you have to use like disposable nappies in the meantime to kind of, you know, just get you through like your rotation of trying out ones before you buy a big stash. I hope that makes sense. That is everything. I don't have anybody to tag because honestly, I don't know anybody else who cloth diapers that A, either hasn't already done this, or, well, yeah, I mean, I know Emily cloth diapers. I don't really know who else cloth diapers. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so the only person that I know for sure that cloth diapers tagged me in this. If you are watching this and you cloth diaper, do this video. I'm tagging you. And you can say that I tagged you if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But yeah, I'll tag anybody. I know that's kind of a cop-out to say I'll tag anybody, but honestly, it's because I have nobody to tag. So I only know people that just use paper nappies. Anyway, guys, bye. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon.